Hello, and welcome to Dress to Kill, your favorite fashion in action movie podcast. Before we get into today's movie, we do have a little bit of an announcement to make. We have had some copyright issues, and we are going to have to take down all of our movie episodes of the podcast and stop covering movies from here on out. Just kidding. That was my terrible attempt at an April Fool's. Hi, it's April Fool's Day. Or maybe you're listening to this late and it's not. Sorry, I had to sit through that. Today's episode in honor of April Fool's Day is Austin Powers. Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. That's the first Austin Powers movie from 1997. This was crazy nostalgic, like all Y2K era movies are for us, and we had so much fun covering the looks and just rewatching this movie. We talk about it a lot, and I'm just going to go ahead and repeat myself. It was so fun. It was really worth a rewatch. So without further ado, enjoy the episode. Welcome to our fooliest of April Fools episodes. We just really wanted to theme out hard for April Fools. So hello, Austin Powers.
Makes completely sense.
There is no more fooly of a spy movie. These aren't words.
Yeah, it's the fooliest of the spy movies.
It's the fooliest. April Fooliest.
Absolutely.
And it's here. Cool. So we're covering Austin Powers. Let's begin, shall we?
It was so much fun because, I mean, first of all, so many memories.
Dude, I laughed out loud so hard, and I was like, just the whole first 10 minutes was me just being like, Mike Myers is a genius. We forgot that Mike Myers is a genius. How come Mike Myers is around? He's such a genius. He's a genius. Genius Mike genius, like constant.
When was the last time you watched this movie before this viewing?
I have been craving watching it all year. And since we started the podcast, we've been talking about doing an episode on this movie. So I've had it on strict don't watch so that it'll be fresh when I do watch it.
Okay.
But I've been craving it. Like I've had multiple friends be like, are you kidding? We can't watch it tonight.
Let's watch.
Yeah. So you're welcome. But the last time I saw it, this is one that I have rewatched. Like, I don't know if it's clear to the podcast, I love comedies. Like, I also date almost strictly comedians. So I don't know about that, but
there's something there.
I'm into comedy stuff. And so I've seen it quite a few times, but you probably haven't since it aired.
Oh my God, are you serious? You think that?
Well, I feel like since the 5 years after it coming out, you probably haven't seen it.
No, I watched it like a month ago. Like 2 months ago. Yeah. Like I watched this.
Oh, you didn't have the strict ban like I did.
No. Yeah, I did not. And before that, I probably watched it like half a year ago, like sometime last year. It's not a super rewatch. Like I don't rewatch it a ton, but I've seen it
sounds
so
like you
many
do.
times. Like recently, I was like getting back into the mood more since we started our podcast. So
dude, those are the times I was craving it hardest too. About a month ago and about 6 months ago. Yeah. And I was like, I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Give up it.
When we were craving some spy movies, but comedy. No, but since I was a kid, I watched it a ton because it was. The funny thing is a lot of the fashion stuff that I love is. A lot of it comes from these movies too, the 70s style and 60s style fashion stuff that I love, which is more in the later movies.
This is one of the areas where we completely are on the same page. Obsessed.
Yes. So I've seen Austin a lot. You can quote like a bunch of the lines, but there were still some moments that I didn't catch before. And I love that.
Yes.
This movie. I mean,
there was one specific outfit that I was like, I forgot.
Nice. 97, we were both middle school. This was like in the were we not yet? 97.
I think it was middle school. I think we were like 11.
11, yeah. 10, 9, 10.
Who can do math? Let's see.
And so
we were 9.
Yeah, we were 9.
Yeah,
and we're starting to get into fashion. And this is such a colorful movie, like so much to look at.
What do you mean starting to get into fashion? We were both into fashion.
We were
from
into
a young
fashion,
ass age. We were just like, I can pick the
true.
clothes, not just mommy.
Exactly, like actively choosing, right?
I pretty much was I mean, your mom has style, so I'm sure she was one of those parents who was like, I'm going to pick this cute outfit for you. My mom was like,
yeah, but you
I don't
still
give a
end up
shit, whatever
hating
you
it.
want. And so I was pretty much picking my clothes from a young age.
Yeah. So we were growing up in this time. I mean, if you think about like what was popular in this 1997, we've talked about it before on our podcast.
Dude, this would be the year we met also.
Oh shit.
So this is, which was a
Interesting.
huge fashion. I don't know if you've heard
Yeah.
past podcasts, like even us becoming friends. So I joined the school that Elma was going to, is how we met.
Yeah.
And even us becoming friends in that school is because of fashion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So which episode is that? The
Tomorrow, World is Not Enough.
Fifth Element.
Oh,
Oh.
that.
Well,
also,
maybe both. Listen back to those if you want to hear some of it.
World is Not Enough and Fifth Element episodes. You'll hear us talking about. I think it was Fifth Element though, that when we first.
I feel like because with Erica.
Or Live and Let Die. Any of those episodes,
Man,
feel
that's
free
pretty
to check
much.
it out. And we talk about how we bonded over fashion and clothes and stuff. So we were definitely like thinking about clothes and fashion, paying attention to that, right?
Yeah.
And 1997 was the same year that Tomorrow Never Dies came out. A Bond movie came out same year as Austin Powers.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Just great.
Both great. I love Tomorrow Never Dies. I know there's a lot of haters out there.
I'm
but
thinking like great marketing.
also that. Yes. Great.
Another genius stroke to Mike Myers.
Yeah. And
Let
it
me
came
stroke
out.
that genius.
It came out before the Bond movie did. I think Bond had the Christmas release and Austin had like the summer release or something. 97 was a big year for slip dresses, mini things, mini skirts,
Yes.
strappy ass sandals, right?
Yeah.
What else?
Platforms.
Yeah, platforms were still big,
But they were still kind of young. They weren't like classy.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
they were never classy, but I was going to say yet. But I think they do become classy by force after the Spice Girls.
Yeah, they become more like high fashion.
Naughty by nature, classy by force.
Yeah.
So we were clearly young in 97, and my type of fashion, our type of fashion was more, we've said this before, Gap. But I would wear, like, I remember I had a pair of velvety overalls, like dark blue velvet overalls with embroidered stars.
Velvet was huge.
So these types of things were big. And a lot of the colors in this movie were really big in 97. This movie did a really good job of, like, I feel like a lot of the style was just at the forefront. Coming, instead of kind of being stale with its fashion, it was like really fresh still. And I feel like some parodies and comedies don't always do that.
Yeah,
I
sure.
love that about this film. I just think this film, we're transitioning to the film now, is damn genius. Like, not only the way he makes fun of it, I love that in this first movie, he's not fully just parodying spy movies like James Bond. He's also parodying Blow Up. You know that movie? It's like this whole like parody of like 60s British culture art house mixed with spy movies, and they're both just in the same jumble, and it totally works like fluently. Because I think one thing a lot of parodies mess up is they try to go really hard on just one thing, and I don't know, it's almost like it loses its soul if its entire existence is just parodying a simple one sliver of something.
Yeah.
But if you can have its own breath alongside that, like Austin Powers has his own shit. He doesn't just parody what James Bond has done.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so brilliant, and that's good writing.
I know.
Right
yes,
there.
Yes, he's a photographer / spy / into the fashion. It's all the like those fun tropes of that time, and all the stuff that I love at least, wrapped in this hilarious ribbon, and it's so
Gives depth to the character.
yeah, it's
And
a
all
lot
the
of fun.
characters.
And speaking of the clothes and the fashion, we need to shout out the costume designer Dina Apple, who did all of the Austin Powers movies. She also did Bedazzled, which also has great costumes.
Elizabeth Hurley.
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
just her girl.
She was working with her a lot, which were the big standout ones, like fashion-wise. And so clearly I love her work and have always loved her work. And in this movie, she was definitely... I want to shout out From Tailors with Love. They have a great podcast, and they interview all the costume designers from these movies. Did a lovely interview with her, which I was just reading on their site, and she was influenced by George Harrison specifically for a lot of, because she loved how he was very much a dandy, and then seeing the transformation. So going from dandy to more India influenced style and stuff, which you see in Mike Myers here.
And I think that's a Mike Myers thing. Like there's a lot of movies of his where he does India influence.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I don't know, maybe he likes to make jokes from there, or
has some connection.
He's got to have some connection.
Love that. The couple interesting things that I thought that she mentioned, Dina Apple mentioned in the interview, is that they used a lot of upholstery fabrics for his suits, which makes sense,
you have
right?
to.
Yeah.
What did they have back then?
And but she was looking for like prints, like specific, like anything that was very graphic and bold and good prints, and happened to be upholstery.
I mean, that also goes to us saying that she was really at the forefront. Like these fabrics were, the idea of these types of stripes and like intensity and whatnot was still kind of a new thing. I'm sure there weren't a lot of prints that existed yet in that way. Yeah. Like we didn't start getting these weird stripes for us to own and buy until high school. And this is when they started off being cool.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or being like potentially cool. You know how fashion at first you're like, I don't know, but I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later you're like, oh, I love it. And 2 years later you're like, I can buy it.
And then 10 years later it's like, that was gross. And then 30 years later
I feel like 10 years later it's back. I feel like
that cycle's
6 years
shorter.
later you're like, good.
Yeah. So she says how it was really difficult to find that right shade of blue velvet, and this time around I appreciated his velvet suits a lot more because of that specific color. Both the red one and the blue one, they're like not quite, it's not navy, it's not royal, it's like a softer teal, which you can see more in those cut what are those, like, intermissions?
More of a teal. Yeah, I think those are based off of Laugh-In. I don't know for sure because I've never actually watched the show, but it's referenced all the time, and it had that type of visual in it, and it was a sketch show, and I believe the between sketches they would have moments like that.
Cute. In those scenes you can
Which
see
is
more
Goldie Hawn, by the way. Shout out to Goldie Hawn. She would be the dancing lady painted in Laugh-In, and I love her and I'm obsessed with her.
Love that shout out. Yes, love Goldie Hawn. But you can see more in those scenes how it's like a bit tealer,
okay. Tealer.
Yeah, that part I love. I love
tealer
that color.
Tequila. I'm sorry. I'm on one today. I'm so sorry.
What a pull. Yes, so very spot on with the colors and the patterns and textures.
Yes.
I love all of that.
Man, I did not get that. I feel like it makes sense with the blue because, I mean, one, this is a comedy, so they're looking for bright colors and stuff. But two, to be able to see the texture of the velvet and to have it look like not just black in most scenes. Yeah. You really do have to have, you can't just do a navy at all.
No, yeah.
So, smart. Absolutely. I hear that and I'm like, oh, I hadn't thought of that, but now I do.
Yeah.
Genius to have him wear those weird ass ruffles too. Damn.
I love
like
it.
over the top, like Marie Antoinette.
Well, George Lazenby.
George Lazenby.
Yeah.
Marie Antoinette.
I love it.
I
started out. I started out counting the references, but then I'm like, no, there's just two.
No,
like maybe 15 minutes, and I was like, okay, there's gonna be a lot. So
yeah, especially like the whole intro is like reference.
Yes. Even like, well, the music is a big part of it. Quincy Jones,
great. Also throughout the film.
Yeah, it all sounds like Bond spy music.
Yes.
It's great.
And another clear marker, that's a good word for it, marker of a good parody is that it does have good elements to it. Like it is good to watch. The story is good. They have good music.
The music was very good. Yeah.
I think a lot of people think, oh, it's a comedy, it's a parody, so we'll just use like parodied like shit music. No,
this is
a
well
mistake.
Done. Yeah. And the song by Quincy Jones, masterpiece still.
Which song is that?
The Soul Bossa Nova.
Of course.
And
is that already a song or for the movie?
Fuck, I feel like I knew the answer to this. I want to say he wrote it for the movie, but I'm like, he couldn't have, could he? Because it's Quincy Jones.
Queasy G's. I call him. Quizno James. I don't know.
But the other thing is the choreography in the beginning. And we're both dancers. We love choreography.
This movie's just made for us.
It's made for us. It has fashion, comedy, action, choreography. It came out
at the right time for us to just like suck it in and hold it there.
Yes. And it has like that Bob Fosse type choreography in some spots with like the neck, the pigeon neck stuff. It's so, love it. So good.
1960s plus a little Bob Fosse plus a lot of Austin Powers hump vibes. Brilliant. Just brilliant.
Yeah.
I wonder which came first, the choreography or him making those kind of movements. Because I could see easily as the type of actor he is that after experiencing the choreography kind of like putting that into the way he moved in the character. But it could have been vice versa if you had a really good choreographer.
That's so interesting because this was the first time I noticed like, yes, like he is a genius. All that stuff that he does, the little, the dance moves and the little quips, it's probably off the cuff. It's all improv, it's all him. It's great.
And he wrote the script, so
yeah,
it's literally all
yeah, that's right. I forgot that detail. Yeah.
I had to look it up to be sure because I started bragging. I watched this with a friend again and I was like, yeah, and he wrote the script and he was like, did he? And I was like, oh wait. I know it like the character was his idea.
Yeah.
Like the concept was his idea. But maybe did he write it? He did actually write it.
He did actually write it. He wrote it. It was directed by Jay Roach.
Oh wow.
Yeah. The last Jay Roach movie I saw was The Bombshell. What a
brilliant,
right? What a great director.
Jay Roach is,
yeah,
good.
Okay, let's get into our outfits.
Okay. Oh my god, I could talk forever. Yes,
because we will talk forever.
I love it. Maybe I feel like my first look is not that early.
Oh,
so maybe you go first, or do you want me to just
not
go?
That early either.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Let me just say this was incredibly difficult for me. And still, I don't have a top 5. I have a top 6, but I'm just, one of them is just going to have to be an honorable mensch and gah.
I kind of do too, if you put it that way.
Hopefully we cross each other over and then we can be like, oh, I'm going to add 1. That's fine. It's our rules. It's our show. Okay, so my first official look is Scott Evil's orange jacket look. His like 90s dude, but like in a colorful comedy.
I love that because I love how much of 90s essence they pull. I mean, it was very much of the time thing, like the music that's playing in the background when he walks out and like the therapy sessions. Yeah. So good.
And what's interesting, I have an interesting note on this. So first of all, this is the first time we see him because he wears this orange jacket twice. It's like just a straight, like literally straight, like a square shaped collared jacket, zip up, orange, bright orange, and underneath it he's wearing a Kurt Cobain t-shirt. It says something at the bottom. I think it says Kurt Cobain or something, but it's only in the very opening shot and then it cuts in so you can't see what it says.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he's wearing, what I love is the detail in the costume design. So like it's great, and his pants are like blue, but they're like they're not a denim, they're like a brighter blue.
Yeah.
Which is, it goes perfectly with not only the brightness, but this being a comedy, like wanting things to be exaggerated and bright.
Yeah.
Love it. The Kurt Cobain face just fills his whole shirt, by the way. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
But what I love especially, is that he's wearing 2 necklaces. I only caught one of them. What is on them?
The handcuffs?
Handcuffs, that's right. Handcuffs.
Yes. And the other
like
one,
a
I don't
gun
know.
or something?
Because the handcuffs is the one that I want.
The handcuffs is the one.
Like.
Of course you like it. I mean, I like it too, but
I can't tell what the other one is.
The second one is some kind of dangly thing that's like a little shorter. But the handcuffs I love. Okay, let me tell you the whole thing first. If you look at the picture, I think I sent to you right after that.
Yeah.
And it's of Austin Powers and the girl. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. If you look between the two, their outfits are really similar, Scott and Austin.
Yeah.
And throughout this, I remember as a kid always wondering if Scott was going to end up being actually Dr. Evil's son or maybe Austin Powers' son, because they had a lot more in common throughout the movie. Right. And I don't know if they were setting us up for that or not, but clearly the costume designer, purposefully or not, it's like the very next scene and the scene right before it is Austin Powers in almost the exact same look, setup, colors and everything. So I don't know if it means anything, but he's even wearing a necklace with a big circle at the bottom. Like it's the same length of chain. It's just like Austin Powers'
the male symbol
one. Same color undershirt.
Saying,
and clearly the bright orange, and Austin's in a bright orange blazer.
Yeah.
Their pants are different. Anyway, I just thought that was like a really interesting, fun potential nod.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, and Scott is wearing a navy button or like a dark blue button down underneath the t-shirt.
Yes, I was waiting for you to get to that detail.
Sorry, I forgot.
But he's wearing a collar button down shirt with the t-shirt over it.
And it's brilliant. It's perfect. And it's so 90s. And it's so fantastic. I think it is some kind of like, I thought it was a gun. I thought it was like a machine gun or something. But I guess I can't tell really what it is. His second necklace. Anyway, so that was the part I wanted to throw out about it. But I love it. And I love this color
Great. I'm happy you picked a Seth Green look because they're in my honorable mentions, but I was like, I'm gonna stick to the classic ones. I'll leave that aside.
There's so many.
Yeah, there's so many.
So we love this. I love it.
Great. So my first one is, and I had to pick one, Austin Powers' red velvet suit, because I was thinking I have to pick one of the two. And I chose the red one because in the bathroom scene, when you see with Tom Arnold, you see all the detail. The fit is excellent. Like, it fits him really well. It's tailored beautifully. I love the double vents in the back, the covered buttons on the front, those long 70s collars. The top collar that kind of slopes downwards. It's very late 60s. And I love that. The striping, I think this was the first time I noticed the striping, which is really nice.
The texture of the material is striped.
Yes.
In its velvetness.
Mm-hmm. So it's like a really high quality velvet, and it's tailored beautifully. I mean, there's all the comments that he looks ridiculous, but
and so well done in his ridiculousness. Exactly. Like, perfectly ridiculous.
On point. Yeah.
When have you seen a spoofy guy wear something so incredibly bad? Even in recent spoofs, they're like kind of not good.
Yeah.
They're not like, look at this.
Look at this, but it's still well made. Yeah, it's perfect.
Of course, exactly. Like the music.
You
don't spoof by making a shit version.
Yeah,
you make a good version that smartly points out the original.
Yeah, and the costume designer did say his two suits were very expensive to make.
Yeah, I mean, this one is for sure upholstery, right? That doesn't look like a fabric that exists.
I think that is. There's the blue velvet is more plain. I think it was just a blank. Didn't have a pattern. This probably was. But
the first thing I thought when I saw this material, once I also with you saw the detail for the first time in this scene, or recognized it, I thought, oh, that looks like upholstery fabric.
Yeah, it does look stiffer too, like you said. Yes, that's my first outfit.
Okay, so should I go for my second?
Richie Cunningham. Yeah.
Richie Cunningham. My second is in the casino scene. It's Vanessa's dark blue dress.
Cute. It's
got a cowl neck back, and it's just straight plain. I feel like it's beyond knee length, but I did not see how far it goes. Probably floor length.
I was like, show us the bottom.
I was really upset about that.
I want to see the shoes too.
By the shape of it and the fact that they're in a casino, I'm assuming it's floor length.
I would hope, yeah. Because if it's a knee length, which it could be,
it would suck.
Which would totally suck.
It would be like,
it has to be
I'm
long.
a business lady, but
exactly.
I'm at a casino having a
I'm
ball.
a business lady is exactly how it looks.
And the front's a really wide. How do you probably know the
I think that's a boat neck. That was also very 90s.
Very 90s.
Yeah, that boat neck style.
Loved that cut too, then and now.
Cute. I love that. I was trying to figure out what fabric it is. It looked like not silk, but then I was like, is it a knit? I'm kind of hard to tell.
I feel like it's maybe one of those 90s, almost strictly 90s, early 2000s fabrics.
They only existed in this little period of time.
They only existed then, and then for some reason everyone was like, what?
It just disappeared.
They don't.
What do you
mean?
That was not a thing.
Yeah, it was like we used up the chemical that made them, and now
then it was banned.
Yeah.
Yes, that fabric, gorgeous.
Yeah,
cute.
So, and I like the color of blue. It's again a little less navy than navy.
More like midnight, maybe.
Yeah, more like a slightly lighter midnight.
Yeah, exactly. No, very classy, and I like that. I like that they kept her very 90s classy, professional and not.
And they
too
still
trendy.
gave her personality, and I feel like enough trendiness that it was fun as a fashion person to watch.
Yes. Like that when she's, has a little bit of a weekend or lets loose slightly, she wears something a little bit more
absolutely
cute, but still classy.
Yeah, and you see her character throughout the film become more colorful and playful, and be more like Austin, when they come together.
Yeah, I
naturally
love that.
in a great way.
So my second dress,
costume design, the storytelling with the costume design in this is brilliant. Sorry, I can't.
Good point. My second look is another Liz Hurley dress, and you probably guessed it. It's the black one that she wears when they go night on the town. Because this is another one. I was like, okay, which one do I like better, the black one or this blue one that you just mentioned? The black one for me, because I love the plunge open, or the keyhole, the deep keyhole, the high neck versus the wide neck, and yeah, and you see the whole dress. Front, the back, the length, cute. And she wears it for a lot of that scene, like a lot of the time.
I think I have a suspicion that, so it's almost like halter like. It is halter like. My suspicion is it's like one thick strap around the neck, and then two much thicker, I don't know, fabrics that go down to cover the boobies, with like a large keyhole middle. That like thicker string looking fabric around the neck. I suspect that is separate from the halter straps, and that the straps are sewn around that and are movable.
Yeah, it could be. Totally could be.
I don't know how to put that in fashion words, but hopefully that made sense.
I understood exactly what you were describing. Yeah, it could be, because sometimes you can adjust those, the width of where
and how they lay. Because I feel like when she moved after Twister, it looked like it was different. But yeah,
it looked like it came closer to the neck like earlier on, and then it's a little bit more spread apart later.
Yeah.
At the top of the neck. Yeah,
which is cool and very of the time. Oh, so is it my turn for numero tres? Okay. This, I was for sure going to pick the first two. This one I love, but I love a lot. So I'm picking it more because this is the outfit that when I watched through the movie again, I was like, oh my God, how did I forget this existed? And I want to cosplay it immediately. And I would have had I known this existed. How do I remember?
Oh my gosh.
Which is the Fembots silver outfits.
Yes!
With the like clear raincoat looking
High
shit.
five, same number 3.
Oh my God, we do?
Yes.
Okay, we get to add a 3 then.
Okay. Yes, I forgot about the the vinyl coat. Yeah. I remembered the bra and the boots and the shorts. Still love it. I didn't realize how grommeted it was though, like from the front and the back.
If I was to cosplay it,
I'm into that.
It's weird, but I might not grommet it.
I like that bit, but I forgot about the clear coat on top. Because you only see it when they first show. Like they take it off right away.
I fully forgot. I mean, I guess that somewhere in my mind I knew they wore something else, but people cosplay it so often in the 90s that I just that's corroded my brain.
That's the more famous look. Actually, I don't know what's more. No,
I think
the more
90s
famous.
Is definitely the more famous.
Yeah,
not the 90s.
The 90s.
90s.
The fluffy.
Yeah, super grommeted. Ones. But I feel like the super grommetedness really works for these being robots.
Totally.
Like it really gives the vibe of that and it separates them from our silver heroes later.
Yeah, true. No, I love this look. Like
love
the boots, the like everything. The details on the top of the boots and everything.
The shape of the bra in the front and in the back. So cool.
Cute. I would maybe go for like slightly higher waist, but this is the 90s,
because of the era.
Yeah, yes. Exactly. And yeah, I actually really like the grommeting, and you're right, it does make sense for them to be robots. But
I mean, literally, the nipple fire comes out of where some grommets would be. And it looks the same way. So I think
it's perfect. Yeah. It makes sense. Well thought. Cute gloves. Yeah. I'm fully in.
So cute. It's like, okay, so to be official, it's silver short shorts with a white thick belt and a silver bra that's like a, underwire bra straight across with one thick old, like 2-3 inch strap straight up the center.
Yeah.
And then around the neck.
The collar.
Like a collar, yes. You know the words better than me. And the back is like an open triangle.
Yeah. Basically, like the straps are just like a triangle connect to the neck. Yeah, super cute.
Very freaking cute. And the gloves are white with silver, like a silver
trim at the top. Yeah,
and
like
just a
high
few
gloves too, like over the elbow, high gloves with I love that grommet detail on the hands too. Cute.
I love it all, and it makes sense. In this watching, I forgot that the silver looks that Austin Powers and Vanessa are wearing are given to them by the villain. Yeah. Like totally forgot. But it makes sense that also these fembots would be in silver then. Like clearly that's his like design.
His thing.
Style.
Yeah.
That's his aesthetic. I mean, he's wearing gray, which is close to silver. It all totally vibes. I wish they had spent a moment on this tangent. I wish they had spent a moment more on them being in those outfits because the villain put them in them, because I think that's always such a hilarious, ridiculous thing in actual spy movies. Like a villain's not dressing you up, you know, and not just in spy movies, but just movies in general. There's always, I mean, it comes from a certain place. Like you're taking someone's power when you're changing their entire like identity.
It's control.
Yeah, it's like
a
why
power
people
move.
take the name from their person and say, we're going to call you servant now, or we're going to call you Sen in the case of Spirited Away. But so I get it, but like it's so exaggerated in movies, like to an extreme where it doesn't apply to that anymore, I think. So I wish they kind of like tapped into that a little more, but
yeah, they could have been a little scene.
Probably a cut scene.
Yeah,
TBH. There's a lot in here.
And then I love how Dr. Evil's like, do you like your outfits that were given to you? I designed them myself. It's like, I like his designs with the, if he did the fembots too. He should be a fashion designer.
We need to make this a thing.
Powers
we need to put a petition for Dr. Evil to be a costume designer.
Yes. He secretly becomes Bob Mackie.
I'm so in.
Cute. Okay, that was our
both our threes.
Yeah, number 3. So your number 4.
My number 4 is Vanessa's yellow set. And the reason...
Oh my God!
Is that your number 4?
Same number 4!
I'm so excited. I'm so especially excited because she had it... When she has it folded in her suitcase, when she opens her suitcase and the suitcase is like way too organized, everything's in plastic bags and labeled, and he's like,
that's my husband's
you got
suitcase.
Some shit up your ass. Really? Whisper. If you caught it, you caught it.
You got some shit up your ass.
Well, he says it.
Yeah.
There's a bag that has the yellow dress in it, and it says yellow dress. But in my mind, I'm like, that's a yellow set?
Yeah, I was going to say it's not a dress.
So when she actually wears it, part of me is like, it's a set. But
it's a two-piece.
It's so damn cute.
Very cute.
It's like a yellow short sleeve collared button down cropped and a skirt that like fits almost to the exact same crop line. Like there's just barely midriff, and I assume it's a mini skirt, but they never show you the full outfit.
No, it has to be a mini skirt. There's no other way.
It doesn't make sense otherwise. It's so of the time. It's clearly a mini skirt.
Imagine if that was a knee-length pencil skirt. What the fuck?
What is this?
Exactly.
This ogre.
Exactly.
Get out.
It would be fucking awful.
And it's bright yellow.
It's gotta be a mini skirt. So cute. Yes, this was like one of the first. I mean, it was directly after the scene where they go out on the town, and then
so she's like getting comfy with him, being a cutie,
and then she's wearing something super cute to the office the next day. A little bit of midriff, but still professional with the collar. I thought she looked so cute, and I'm like,
so cute.
Very much not a yellow person.
That's
like
right.
chooser. So but it looks so good on screen, and just for it being such a stark difference to what she was wearing before, like turtlenecks and tan pants and stuff, gray suits. I loved it for the character,
and I like that
in general.
Absolutely, I like that it's not like a cardigan button down. It's like a tailored, thicker. Like it looks more. I don't know how you would describe this. More like suit jacket style in the way that it's like more of a tailored and like a structured fabric.
Yeah. With the little Peter Pan collar. Like it looks like a proper jacket, like a nice tailored woolen jacket. But if you cut off the sleeves.
Yeah. Almost a cap sleeve, like a slight cappy, which is cute. And the super thin watch that was so 90s.
Totally.
Her hair is cute in every scene, and so is her makeup.
Her makeup is good.
They have her referencing 60s constantly. But have you noticed when she gets closer to him, her 60s-ness goes up also. Like her hair gets more 60s, her clothes gets more 60s.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
This is proper storytelling through costume design. Thank you very much. We are so absolutely adoring our Apple.
Damn, that was also my number 4. So it's back to you again.
Chill. Okay. My number 5.
Oh my God. Just tell me what my look is.
My number 5 is Vanessa's. Elma's
we're looking at each other,
nodding.
Vanessa's
go on. Silver look that Dr. Evil designed.
So
I mean, of course you were going to pick this. We've talked about this all the time.
All the time. And okay, iconic, first of all. But
so iconic.
I said both of their outfits. So them two
because
together.
I did that the other week, and I think it counts. I would say both also.
Yeah.
So let's call it both.
Let's talk about it. I mean, this is the one that you like that I remember the most.
Yes.
I would say, like, it's iconic, used in all the marketing.
Yeah, I think media made it iconic too. They were like, this is clearly the winner, we're pushing it.
Totally. And it's actually such a simple design, but it fits her fucking perfectly. It's the shortest mini skirt dress that you can find in the 90s with the triangle straps again. That's very Dr. Evil, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a cutout, but like a triangle cutout with thickle strappies.
Yeah, thick straps with like white piping, and it's silver leather, and it has a thick collar.
Thick silver... Yeah, like a
mock neck
collar.
Yeah, and then the back is like just one strap down the middle, right? Like
another
a racer.
like how we designed that cashmere one.
Dude, yes.
Elma and I designed a cashmere bra one time.
Funny because I was just pulling up those pictures on my phone yesterday.
It has the same back, same style of back, where it's like another point at the top, triangle kind of shape.
Yeah, it's like a harsh racer back with just the straight down.
Harsh.
But her boots look great. Her makeup is on point with the outfit.
They're perfect height, the boots, because you know 60s boots can be awkwardly a little shorter, and
That's
they're clearly going for a 60s look. But they brought it into the 90s by raising up the boots. Yes.
The boots are the perfect shape though. Like the
they're
toe,
perfect.
the heel shape is good. Like it's because
it's cute and it's 60s.
Yeah.
It's not straight out of a vintage shop where you're like, it's cute, but
needs updating. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
like
it's
the
not
toe
like
looks a little more pointed.
But not
appropriately.
too pointy. Yes,
but not
exactly.
like pointy.
Yes.
It's just like it's not like almond. The 60s like squarer shape.
Yeah.
The heel is like the 60s heel, but higher. Like it's like square like the 60s heel, but like appropriately high, like back to bring it into the 90s.
And the skirt bit has these two little slits. Yes. Just adds a nice amount of detail to the eye.
Slits of my life. And it makes it look like there might be shorts under it, which I don't think there probably are. Like it would be a skirt. Yeah. Because they're not perfectly triangle. They're like, do you remember geometry? What is this called? A rhombus?
Parallelogram? I don't know.
I feel like it's a rhombus cutout.
Rhombus. Okay. I don't remember.
On each side, which it's like a triangle but without the tip. Okay. So it's like up, across, down. Like if someone swiped the top off a pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
except it's two-dimensional, so it's not a rhombus, but
okay. So I thought that was a parallelogram.
Why don't you look it up? Because you very well could be right. Lesson. And the other thing about this is she doesn't wear the gloves through the whole thing, but it comes with freaking little cute gloves.
Yes, cute gloves. Cute gloves.
Super cute gloves that totally match. The makeup is incredible. It's like 90s, but silvery and cute.
Okay. Ugh. It's kind of neither. Parallelogram is like this.
And it's sideways?
Yeah, it's a sideways.
Shit. And parallel.
And then a rhombus is like
what the heck? Okay, we're bad at
it's like
grade
if
school
you
geometry.
A rhombus and a parallelogram together.
No. What do you type? Can you type in like triangle without the top geometry? Guys, we need to take a quick tangent and find out the name of this shape. Oh my god, I can't stop looking at this outfit. It is so damn cute. It's like a square neck halter is the vibe with a mock neck. Oh my god. You said it's leather?
It looks like a leather.
Could be. It looks like it.
Hold on.
Or leather-esque.
It's I mean, I think it's more leather. The thing is like the way that it wrinkles, it looks kind of not crunchy is the word, but
like a cheaper something than just leather.
No, I think it looks pretty good.
Oh,
okay. The thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be also vinyl because, you know, that was heavily used in the 90s.
Yeah. And in this movie.
Do you want to describe his outfit, though? We didn't talk about
Yes. Oh, my God. We didn't even talk about it. His outfit, he's wearing like a similar silhouette to Dr. Evil. Mm-hmm. Clearly designed by Dr. Evil. So it's like a mock neck, long sleeve, structured, long top. His top isn't as long as Dr. Evil's. It's like just longer than waist length.
Yes.
For a man. And the whole top is silver and it has two little zips across the chest, or just one little zip across the chest and one zipper like for a pocket and one zipper that goes from the neck all the way down to the bottom to like zip it on.
Minimal and clean.
Minimal, clean, 60s looking. silver, 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 and he's wearing it with white pants, which I think was a great choice. I bet they questioned if they should do silver bottom too.
I'm sure they did.
The white pants are fantastic.
Yeah. And the little zipper on his chest has like that round zipper pull, which is just a nice little like very mod style touch, I feel like.
So mod, so cute. Kawaii all the way.
I don't know what this fucking triangle is called, yo.
Oh, it's fine. If you know the name of this triangle, we are desperate. Please.
Yeah, the pyramid with the top cut off. Like
said. His shoes are like silver loafers. I found an image.
Cute. And
with some like maybe like a silver sock underneath, because you can't really tell that they end in the loafer way, but oh well, something like that.
No, I love the details. And again, tailored really beautifully to him. Like it's kind of a shapeless thing, but you know, to get something that looks shapeless to actually fit you well requires a lot more engineering in the seams, you know.
Yes.
So that looks really great on him. Also, Dr. Evil, I almost said Dr. No. Dr. Evil's his villain outfit, impeccably tailored. It looked great.
Yeah.
I really like it. I wonder if they put like cardboard
boob
stuffing
tape?
in the boob tape. Yeah,
I mean, you know.
Or like something to make that sheet.
You know, because especially when he's lifting his shoulders and it like goes up and tries to like cover his face, it's like choking him.
Yeah.
It's very stiff.
Very
that
stiff.
Much.
Yeah, I wonder how they did that, you know? Like
Good
little
question.
tailoring secrets that I would love to know.
Good damn question. Okay, should we add since we have the same last three, should we add one or two before we do keep kills?
Okay, sure.
Because I have one that I would add right off.
Okay, go for it.
The one that I would add to my top 5 is Frau Farbizna. Farbizna.
Yeah.
Yes, Frau Farbizna. I would add her outfit.
Cute.
Which is like...
Wait, she has like 2. Which one?
Oh, the one that I mostly just saw with my
black
eyes
jacket
is the black... It's like a shiny leather.
Yes.
Like super... Maybe even like a...
Vinyl?
Vinyl-y leather?
Yeah.
Or
patent leather.
Patent leather, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Like a leather jacket shape, but extreme. Like the collar is more and the buttons are more and the way that she has it cinched at the waist is more. Like it's just like leather jacket plus.
Yeah.
And her shirt
more
underneath is a button down that's like shiny. It's like a lighter color, like a light blue or a white or a gray, silver, but it's shiny. So it's also like a button down, but more.
Cute.
Like maybe it's a silky fabric, which was huge in the 90s, so I'm sure it was.
Definitely. Yeah, silky blouses.
Yeah.
Huge in the 90s.
Silky button downs even, like not just silky, like a stretch silk.
Yeah.
I remember Gap had patented a special type of stretch silk in the 90s because it would say on the inside of the collar, like Gap stretch.
Oh my
silk,
God.
or something like that.
Yes.
And I think it's one of those.
Vaguely remember.
It's that type of stretch silk. I know because my mom still has a dark blue one of those in her closet, still from the 90s that I steal all the time. Check my Instagram.
Cute.
And she's wearing a tie with it that's like tucked into her shirt, into her jacket.
Yeah.
And it's just so damn cute and cool. And her hair's like slick with little curls.
Yeah.
With a lip color.
Yeah. I love that one. I almost added it to my list, but I was like, I know there's going to be like a million more that I'm going to like more. But definitely an honorable mention. I thought she looked great. Like had that harsh,
so cool.
you know, like nice harshness, but she's hilarious too.
She's hilarious. And there's a scene where I saw her starting to laugh in the background and I was like, oh, I love that I caught this as an adult. Watch it back.
Funny. Okay, then can I throw in one more from?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess my last one would be a lot of vagina. Wears some great clothes. First of all, nothing I would really pick, but I think it's great for the character.
Yes,
like Italian confidant, a lot of vagina.
You don't know how many times I was called that.
Oh my God, that's
and appropriately.
Right.
I don't mind now. You can call it me that now. Call it me.
Call it me that.
Call it me that now.
And it was the kimono that she wears when she's getting into the bathtub because it's very cute. It's short. It was white and silky with red flowers painted on the back.
Are they painted?
Printed, painted,
something.
And
that is such a perfect Bond reference.
Right.
Like I feel like it's Octopussy plus What's her name?
Stacey Sutton.
Stacey Sutton.
Yeah.
Plus just bathhouse scenes in general in Bond and the types of robes they take off real quick that you don't really see.
The View to a Kill bathtub scene.
I just thought it was every single tick on the list. Like, this is a perfect mashup that still looks really cute of a James Bond robe in that type of scene.
Yeah, she did her research, the costume designer. I mean, clearly Mike Myers is a fan of Bond movies, so I'm sure he had a lot to do with, like, you know, what tropes to keep. I mean, obviously he wrote it, but like even in the clothes, there's probably some tropes that he's like, it would be cool to, you know, have this or that. And that's one of those things too that's like super common in a Bond movie. Silky robe, bathtub scene.
I just love it. Do you guys know, and by this I mean Elma and anyone who's listening who wants to say out loud to their phone, do you know that I was making short films in middle school and high school? You know this.
Yes.
We called them short films. They're sketches, whatever you want to call them. Little camcorder movies.
Always had your camcorder.
Always. And the one like scripted one that I tried to make, that I tried to like put energy into, actually like not just do it over the course of 2 hours, but like put energy and time into it. And I shot so many of the scenes but didn't finish it and never edited it. Is a spy spoof movie.
No.
It's and Erica's in it. It's me and Erica. We're twins in the movie. We're not twins in real life at all. I mean, I guess we're both like Caucasian, so like, okay, sure. But that's about it.
Wait. Okay, tell me more.
We're twins in the movie. We're spies, and we just spoofed the shit out of spies. So every single scene is a joke and hilarious and so amazing. I'm also the villain. But I'm dressed differently. I'm not supposed to be the same person.
Okay.
We shot a whole bunch of it in Thailand.
Austin Powers influenced you?
Oh,
also the
no,
villain?
all of it.
Like,
see, you know, I think there was something in the air at the time because like Charlie's Angels rebooted
That's
at that
right.
time for a reason. Like people were about spoofing spy movies and spy shit in general at that time. And I think if you look into culture, it makes sense because that's when things, once the internet came around, that's when people were starting to be like, oh, you can just peek in on, like you can basically be a spy and spy with things. Like it's accessible to the real person.
Yeah,
like when cameras went from professional only to basic people can afford cameras, there was a huge shift in photography and the popularity of it and like editing photos and how to do all that. At the same time, there was a huge shift in like spy culture when in the 90s. And because things got more techy, like there's a million reasons. We could go on and on and on. But because of that, and I think I mean, I was clearly influenced by culture at the time as well. Like I was growing up then, so I grew up feeling these feelings. The fact that movies like Harriet the Spy were popular when we were young, like it was what was in the ether for us. And so I made a spy movie. We shot a bunch of scenes in Thailand because my dad lives in Thailand and has always lived in Thailand throughout my life. So I brought Erica there once and we were like, okay, well, we're shooting scenes.
Amazing. It's a global location.
That's what I was trying to do. I was like, we got to have the global location. We're in Thailand. Let's shoot it. And meanwhile, I got 0 establishing shots. I just got like shooting us in a hotel room, which could have been anywhere. But I think partly in my mind, though, I was like, I go to Thailand at least once a year. Like I'll shoot them another time.
Yeah. Amazing.
Also, I always think it's funny to like, I just think it's a comedy. Like instead of an actual establishing shot of the hotel, I probably would have just literally videotaped a picture or postcard.
Cute.
That shit would have been so funny to me. Like it's not even the actual physical space, even though we were there.
Yeah. Like you had the opportunity to, but get a postcard.
And it was all about stealing a disc.
Okay. I love it.
Like the bad guy.
I'm in.
The bad guy who was like his lackey guy who like came in to do his dirty stuff was like a ninja. Mostly just because it's an easy costume. Like you just wear all black. And then I can cover my face because I put fabric over my face. And great. Now I can be the villain and the other person.
What an awesome fucking henchman.
Already had it in my suitcase. And the disc that I was stealing, the idea came together because I went to Thailand and I found the CD from a band, a musical group called Silly Fools. And if you're awesome, Google Silly Fools Thai, I don't know, CD music, pop. Okay. It was pop music for sure. Their album art in the late 90s for, I don't know which album it was, is so, it's like.
We need to find this.
It's like shiny, shined up bodies with fake muscles of each of the band members. Like they all look like bodybuilders, but with like neon and pastel colors everywhere.
Yes.
And at the time,
You see things like this a little more now. It's a very David LaChapelle vibe, but like more pastel-y. But this was like an obscure Thai band in Thailand where this type of style had not crossed over there. It had barely crossed into our lives as a thing, as a way people can look.
Yeah.
It was so definitely making fun of it in extreme. And the names of their songs were like so weird too. I was like, this is, I don't know, a parody pop band?
Yeah.
So that disc, quote unquote, and the inside pamphlet with all those images became the disc. And we made sure to get a lot of shots over the shoulder of me stealing it, checking to make sure it was the right disc so you could see all these weird pictures. Like the most valuable thing was these like oiled up Thai fake bodybuilders. It was fantastic.
That's
we shot in a spa
amazing.
also because I wanted that vibe. So like we were getting massages where you do a wrap where your like arms are tucked in, like you can't move.
Yeah.
And the idea was to shoot like something happens but you're wrapped in this
So
wrap.
you can't.
We did that. We shot
Very
that.
Bond of
And
you.
then we found like clues
like
in
a spy sauna scene
100%
where you're
spy
like
sauna
trapped
scene.
in like
Yes.
a thing. Yeah.
And we shot inside of the spa there's like a cubby area and like we had a clues we found there and then we swapped them and left a different clue. We had all these
Cute. Okay. I
the
sense
opening
that's
sequence-
definitely Charlie's Angels
It's very
vibes.
Charlie's
Cute.
Angels. In the opening sequence, we're wearing matching waitress uniforms, and we're like fake waitresses or something. I don't remember. But we had choreographed that we are doing the exact same movements on either side of each other. So it's like the location is like a mirror image. Like the tables are equally on both sides and everything. And we were physically doing the exact same moves and speaking the exact same lines at the same time. And we ended the scene back to back with our arms crossed, like a 90s like Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movie or something. But like we had a solid like 10 minutes of dialogue and shit where we couldn't be looking at each other. We had to just be perfectly miming and mimicking. Like we choreographed for hours. Anyway, that's all.
That's how spy
God,
movies and Austin Powers has influenced Alana's life.
I'm sorry, I got so excited, guys. If those tapes are not corroded by time in Hawaii, I will definitely edit them someday.
Yes. And give it an appropriate title.
Yeah. Okay, what would be your extra? Did you say your extra?
The robe.
The robe. Right. Shall we keep and kill or shall we?
I think let's
honor?
keep and kill.
Let's keep and kill.
Yeah, because there's some overall costume mentions, but let's keep and kill first.
You keep first.
Fembot silver.
Fembot silver?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Cute, right?
Yes, very cute.
I love it.
My keep is the yellow.
Oh, cute.
Set.
Okay, I could totally see you rocking that.
I know. I was going to say, you could probably see that I would wear that
Yeah.
any minute.
Okay, what kind of shoes would you wear, though? Little white
Ooh.
booties?
Oh.
Could
Booties
be.
would be so cute.
Would be cute.
I want a
Very
pillbox
60s.
hat to match, first of all, to
Little
match the
updated
yellow.
Jackie O.
I think I would wear, if I could, I'd wear matching yellow, like the kind of loafers that are like penny loafers
Ooh,
almost.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but matching in yellow.
Cute. Okay, love it. My kill. This was hard because some
It's so hard.
things were like, I think, okay, this is my thinking for it. Like, there's a lot of weird and like out there outfits that I also wouldn't wear or think that it, looks that great, but it fits the character and the scene and it works
So
with
perfectly.
like, everyone. Like, a lot of the stuff in the opening sequence, for example, or like the club scene. But I'm going to go with killing just the most boring thing. So a blanket statement, gray 90s suits.
Her opening suit?
So her one,
oh my God, I thought it was so good.
it looks great on her. But like I said, it's the blanket 90s gray suits. So not just hers, but also, okay. And
all of them.
So Robert Wagner as number 2.
You would kill his?
'Cause
I liked his looks.
I know. I think it looks good. There's something wrong with the fit of the pants that I'm not too keen on, and the length of the jacket, which is a 90s cut. Like, it's 90s length jacket, 90s slightly baggy in the hips pants, but I like the mock neck, like neck up. He looks fantastic. And it's really, like, he's wearing a t-shirt, which is more, or maybe not a t-shirt, but like a mock neck shirt. Right?
Yeah.
Not like a button down.
Yeah.
Which feels more 90s minimal, that
Yeah.
vibe, which I like.
It also feels like spy, I think.
Yeah, that's true. And I think they look like individually they're great, but there's just so much other amazing stuff in it. And the shade of gray for both of those suits is a very 90s medium warm gray that I'm like, I'd rather you go lighter or darker.
Yeah.
Those reasons.
Oh.
But it was hard. I don't know.
I literally could not pick a kill for this movie.
Okay.
I was going to go to a default that's like a really weird thing that I still like.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's really weird things that I still kind of like, which is what
Yeah.
we'll talk it through. What's your really weird thing?
Talk it through and be okay.
Yeah.
I was going to do, I'm going to have to send you this picture. I don't think you have it.
You can show
The
me.
card dealer at the casino.
Yes. I remember what he looked
His
like.
mustache really stands out. But I was just going to kill his outfit because I don't know.
It's
Not as
so basic.
I don't know. Like, I love that it sucks.
Yeah.
It's so what you would find at a casino.
Exactly.
And I love
That's
that it's
the
not like
thing.
in the spy movies you have them in the perfect things at casinos. Like, you go to a basic casino, there's going to be some older outfits.
Yeah, it was so perfectly like that 90s Vegas casino and whatever kind of vibe. Like, you know, when in Bond movies the casino scenes are so done up and glamorous. This is like that 90s regular casino style shit, and I love that. Yeah, I mean,
It's like baseball pinstriped, so like loose and thin stripes on a white top that looks like it fits poorly. You can only see the top half, and it has like a weird pattern, like what is that kind of pattern? Paisley?
Yeah,
like a shiny gold and maroon paisley.
Very 90s.
Just a strip down the center where the buttons go, and a strip around the collar.
Yeah,
and the collar fully buttoned to the tip. The collar is like, it looks. I don't know. It looks like
show me.
It's just fabric folded right over. Like, it's almost not supposed to be a collar. It's supposed to be just like a neck or a mock neck with like two little buttons in the front that like connect the two ends of the collar so they're fully connected.
Yeah, the collar has no spread. So they
The
basically
collar
meet
has
at the
no spread.
Meet at the middle.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite diss. Your collar has no spread.
Give me that 70s spread where your collar
that
goes like
70s
all the way
spread.
to your shoulders.
Yeah, or like what is the more recent spread? I saw Bond wear it where like it's a shorter collar but it spreads really far out to the sides.
Oh, yeah,
even when
there's
it's
a
put
term.
together. Even when it's like buttoned all the way up, like it's almost a straight line across.
It might just be called a spread collar.
Spread collar.
I could be wrong. There's probably something more specific in terms of spread, but I
Yeah.
know what you mean. I do like that.
Well, this was what I chose because I'm terrible.
Well,
It's not even a kill. I love it.
It's
not a kill. So
it makes sense. Are there any other honorables that you liked in this?
yeah.
Okay, let's talk.
So many.
Yeah, right.
I love Mrs. Kensington's black cat suit that is then reprised by her very daughter
Very
and worn in a 60s way and then worn in a 90s
Yeah.
way. And it's like, it looks like it's probably literally a different costume, but it looks like it's meant to be the same exact cut and everything, which I love.
And I love I thought the 90s version is the more tight, you know.
I think the only difference is that it's zipped down.
up or down. Yeah.
Even the belt, I feel like, is at the same spot.
Yeah, I think so.
Which
But
I just love.
But yeah, the zip down made it for me. So I
I
her
like the
version.
zipped up. I don't like the zip down.
Cute. Yeah, I like the zip down.
And that's the difference between Elma and I.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, and that's also very Avengers. Emma Peel. I love that.
Oh, well, I don't know, but okay.
Yeah, the Diana Rigg cat suit is an iconic look. So I feel like they were pulling from that a bit. The rest of the stuff she wears, like the pre going out together, you know, pre loosening up.
Like the sleeping garments?
No, the turtleneck and the tan pants, the sleeveless turtleneck.
Like khaki, like a 90s material khaki.
Yeah, that stuff totally reminds me of my mom. Even the gray suit.
Oh, that outfit is your mother.
It is my
okay, every
mother.
time we talk about Elma's mom and you don't know what we're saying, the outfit where she's wearing the khaki pants with the turtleneck, like tank top with a matching white sweater, that is
Literally
Elma's mom. That is Akiko.
Literally my mother. Yes. Like I think she, with the cardigan over the shoulders too.
Yes.
Yeah. And the hair up.
And the hair up.
And the side
And
swept bangs.
the color of the hair even.
Basically my mother, but British. Yeah.
British mama?
So yes, that's totally
And
reminds
I
me
like
of my
that
mom.
outfit. I thought it
Yeah.
was so iconic of the time.
Yes, right, and looks great on her.
Mhm,
But
looks
you know,
so
I
good on
wouldn't.
her.
I wouldn't pick it really.
Right.
But
And it
yeah,
fits the character so well.
it does. Yeah.
Wait, while we're on that outfit, the outfit that Austin's wearing that matches the one I mentioned earlier
yeah,
that is
yeah.
similar to Scott Evil.
Uh-huh.
The pants he's wearing in this, we didn't mention, the ones that Austin is wearing are striped pants, mostly like a green, yellow, orange, blue are the colors, and they're different sizes of stripes. It's just kind of like free-for-all stripage.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
There are some pants. There's a certain shape of pants on Free People, the company, right now that I love the shape of. I have one pair of, but they've made clearly this was a big seller. Like people like the shape because they made a bunch of different styles in the same cut. And they have a pair right now that is on sale that is almost this exact same
No way.
stripe, but it's a little more dominant in the yellow and orange than the green.
Ooh.
And I've been thinking like they are on sale. Should I get them and try to
Austin
cosplay this? Because I love the shape of them. Like I'd probably wear them otherwise.
That's such a great look that is not that he's not super recognized for.
Yeah,
So it's a
like
nice
classic, not classic.
Not necessarily a deep cut, but it's definitely like more you have to think about it, but you know it's iconically Austin because of the mashup of stuff.
Yeah.
Red
So
luggage
I'm considering
too.
it.
Cute.
Other mentions? I have some, but
Honorables?
go for
No, you go ahead.
Oh, me go ahead. I was going to say I like number 2's blue turtleneck with suit look. I just think it perfectly fits the character. It's like exactly
No,
right.
it does. It does. That's why it sucks to say no to that one. But yes, it does totally fit him. I mean, he's supposed to be the kind of Largo character from Thunderball, you know, the villain from that with the eye patch. So like when he first meets him at the casino table and he's got his white tux, that's very Thunderball. I thought he was the perfect casting for that type.
Yeah.
Like
and I love that
type
he's
of
like
villain.
actually smart. Like, of course, the bits of the movie.
But still
we
delivers
love.
the line so well. That's my business about
Yeah.
number 2 and all the things.
I think I can be good on outfits, but there are some movie moments I must mention.
Please do.
Okay. First of all, I never realized this. You know Basil, who's like Austin's go-to guy.
He's like the
his
M.
name is Basil Exposition.
Yes, I know. It's too good.
Because clearly his job is to give the exposition. And
Yes.
like, how did I not notice that as a kid? I love it.
I know.
I love it.
I love that. Like there's just a part where he goes, "Thanks, exposition," after he gives like a whole
Yeah, I loved it. Obsessed.
Love that. I loved the villain monologue, you know, where Dr. Evil's in therapy with Scott. He says, so tell us about your upbringing, you know, and he says stuff about his dad calling chestnuts lazy and making meat helmets.
Okay, this is more than I heard. I was listening, but he
my
says
God.
it all so quick.
He does.
Like the bits that you hold on to and you have to like, by the time you
Process.
get to an image in your head, you've like missed 2 or 3 lines.
Dude, there were
Dude, we picked up on different bits. I love the bits you picked up on. Damn.
There were so many good ones. I was also trying to write them down and then couldn't keep up. So those are the ones that I got. But those were the things that like I, you know, watched this a million times, but like you didn't really pay attention to like when he was saying chestnuts are lazy. Made me laugh.
Dude, if we have space in the title for this, I'm going to call it Chestnuts Are Lazy.
A fashion moment that I loved is just a call to how trendy this was in the 60s is the first henchman that he punches says she's a man. She's wearing that Mondrian YSL dress that's super
Look at you
iconic. And yeah,
everything that
little
Elizabeth Hurley
tropes.
wears in the outro
Yes,
clip thing where she's a model, like every single
Just
item.
yeah. That
Desperately in need.
I know. I had a lot of those in there too. But I mean, I just love the photography, fashion, scene,
all of it.
like that
Yes.
vibe. Yeah,
Love
So good.
Obsessed. I love that in this movie they acknowledge I had mentioned recently that in a lot of these Bond movies he just judo chops people. I don't even know if that's the appropriate term, but he just does like sleight of hand chop, and then the other person's always like, ah, like does a huge dramatic, like, falls to the ground, and he gets judo chopped as well the same way. Like, I don't know why judo chops are more intense than punches, and they're so powerful, but
so
okay,
so deadly.
like definitely in the culture of us getting some like Eastern fighting techniques leaking in and being like powerful. We don't understand why, but powerful, so we do them. But in this movie, literally Austin Powers judo chops people, and he says judo chop every time before he does it to emphasize. And even she does it one time, Vanessa. She goes judo chop.
That must be why I always say it when I judo chop too.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Judo chop and Dr. Evil's introducing his villain crew of henchmen. Number 2, Frau Farbizna, Patty O'Brien, and Random Task.
Oh my God. That whole scene.
Yeah.
I was dying laughing. I mean, Random Task. What's the name of the guy? He's
Odd Job. Yes.
Oh my God. Random Task and Odd Job.
The little one sentence like quips about what their background is, like a Korean something or other in Random Task.
Yes.
I can't remember the Frau Farbizna one, but that was also so funny. I remember.
I love the Carrie Fisher cameo, and her outfit is perfect. This is exactly what this woman is wearing
in the 90s. Absolutely.
Yes. Like
maybe
every
even
one
now.
of our teachers at Waldorf would wear that outfit.
Accurate.
100%.
Very much accurate.
And haircut. All of it.
I was gonna say the haircut too.
And she acted so perfectly. Like she was seamlessly that character.
Good. Yeah. You see how he says take over the world? Sometimes it can feel like that. That scene might be one of my favorite scenes. It's so good.
So good. And Will Ferrell's cameo where he doesn't die.
Yes.
I was dying. I also wondered if maybe initially they had wanted him for number 2 and like maybe he was too busy because he was so popular at the time.
I know. This was like height of his SNL movies runs, right? Yeah.
Because it felt like they were really similar characters and they just kind of maybe added in that one of them dies and made this whole joke, which I love. Like it's not a bad last minute ad, but it kind of feels like a last minute ad. Like maybe they're just like, oh, we could get him. Let's add this or something,
And cameos like Christian Slater is in this.
Remind me.
Oh, it's the I'm back with your sherbet, your orange sherbet. Do you remember the guy that they mesmerized at the guard that they
How do I not remember this? What scene is this?
I was gonna say, did we watch different cuts of it?
I watched
it
last
after they
night.
break into the villain's corporation and they're like trying to get past a guard and he's like, oh, I have a technique I learned in India, and then he hypnotizes Christian Slater, who is the
Wait, maybe we did watch different cuts.
Maybe
is yours like
did.
extended?
I don't know.
I did not watch the extended.
Maybe I
or not
did.
extended. There was a what do you call it with the E? Where it's like swearing and violence and stuff.
Explicit.
There was an explicit cut that I think had extra stuff that I did not watch.
Oh shoot. Gosh, I didn't know. I mean, I forgot about that scene this time too, so maybe it was no, but I kind of remembered.
This will answer it. So there's an outfit I pulled up images of that is Vanessa in the white bikini.
Yeah.
Was that in yours?
No.
Okay, it wasn't in mine either.
Oh.
And I'm
okay.
like, is it a cut scene?
Because I was
Or
gonna
is it,
ask you too.
Like, it can't be a press image
I
because
know.
it's a shit image and they didn't use it for press, right? Or maybe it was an attempted.
Yeah,
and it
in the
leaked.
Dr. No bikini. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
In a raft with James Bond. Oh, unless it's in the second movie. No, I've never seen this in any of James.
No, I
Austin
don't
Powers.
think so either.
Well, I was wondering. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
we'll put this on our
that's a
Instagram
question. That's a
and we'll have
mystery.
to just ask. Yeah,
Yeah. Tell us where it's from.
yeah.
Um.
Maybe it was just when they first cast her and they're like, we'll probably put this scene in. And they
Maybe.
just didn't use any of it. I don't know.
Well, I'm a little bummed that we didn't get to see her in the white bikini because
Me
I just love
too.
that. But
And I found it as an image in a lot of posts that said best outfits from like Austin Powers. And I'm
What?
like, it's not in
okay,
there.
maybe there's a couple versions.
Or maybe it's in the second version.
the
I
second
gotta look
one.
up this
Yeah.
Christian Slater thing and see if I actually saw it or not.
Anyway, it's a great scene because he's like, he's doing the Jedi mind tricks basically, like let us pass thing, and then he just repeats back what Austin Powers is saying, but with a British accent. It's great.
You know, I remember this scene. I'm looking at the visual of it, the Christian Slater, but I don't know if I saw it in this recent cut, so I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Different version.
I was eating. Maybe I was down at my salad for a little too long. I don't know. I doubt it.
Okay.
Are there other moments you would like to mention?
No, that's one note I had. This is so small. I just said shittiest business cards.
Oh my God.
His Austin Powers Man of Mystery business card.
So like someone printed them up
Exactly.
the hour that they
Which
were
I
on
love.
set.
And I love that. And like, it's like parody shit. I think
Yeah.
it's funny.
I loved the song he sings at the end in the credits, the BBC song. I guess
BBC
when I was
One.
young,
Yeah.
number one, I probably didn't know what the BBC was as much as I do now. I'd
Yeah.
probably heard it, but didn't really know. And, you know, I was 9. But now I know what the BBC is, clearly. And I also like listened to the lyrics this time.
Yeah.
That song is so, I was dying
I love
cackling.
it.
That song is so damn funny.
I know the lyrics, but like
One,
BBC 2, BBC 3. Yeah, I used to sing that all the
the
time. I love
beginning of
that.
it is so funny too. I don't remember the lyrics off the top of my head, but they're
Mister, will you make
my
some
God.
tea, make love to me? That,
oh
right?
my
Yeah.
gosh, yes.
Put on the telly, and then I
That's
don't know
the
the
line.
rest.
And I was like, put on the telly. Wait, BBC?
It clicked.
Slowly came together.
Cute. Yeah, that's great music overall. Like the song choices that aren't part of the score, really good. Like they used "The Look of Love," which is also from a James Bond movie.
Amen. Well done.
You know, the unsanctioned James Bond movie.
The one we do not
Casinos.
speak of.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
Did cover or will cover?
Casino. We will cover it, I'm sure.
Will
It
cover.
has so much fashion in it. Yeah, Casino 67, which also so yeah, the years that Austin Powers, the years that this movie takes place in is 1967 and then 1997. So 1967 was the year of You Only Live Twice. 1997 was the year of Tomorrow Never Dies. Little facts. But that's pretty much it. I had so much fun watching this movie, as I do every time.
Dude, I was just like, why am I not watching movies like this all the time? Like, I've spent too much of my time watching you know what's really popular for TV right now?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Murder, drama, mysteries. Anything with one of those 3 in it, that's what's popular right now. Like, if it creeps you out and it makes you think about dying or killing someone, that's what's popular currently. The amount of comedies that are popular right now or even being made is like 1% of what exists on media. Or like terrible reality shows. Those are still around. Because everybody's like, well, I can't always watch the murder stuff. I guess this reality show will go on.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I think let's talk to the heads of studios for a second. We're ready for things that feel good.
Yeah.
Have we not made it clear? Please give us good comedies and fun and playing.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We had an amazing time making this, doing this, having so much fun. We hope you enjoyed it too. Please go to our Instagram at Dressed to Kill Pod to see the images of the outfits we talked about, especially the white bikini image, and help us identify if that exists somewhere, if it's from something, what the whole deal is.
Mystery.
Please. Give us any comments you have on this movie, this series. If you love it too, if you don't love it too, that's
favorite
also fine.
outfits. Yeah.
Enjoy, binge them, have fun, go sit on the beach and listen to Austin Powers. And remember to watch these movies if you're a fan, because damn, they lighten life.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Get a friend together, watch them. So much fun.
Happy April Fools.
Happy April Fools! Bye-bye.
Bye.